As a professional construction contractor, we put health and safety on the top priority with the goal to say no to accidents at all of our sites. Cjsc has already applied occupational health and safety assessment according to OHSAS standard 18001-2007. To ensure safety for yourself, college and other concerned personnel, 6 regulations below should be well understood and observed when working at Cjsc's sites. Regulation 1. Personal protective equipment. Regulation 2. Signboard system. Regulation 3. Safety and electricity usage. Regulation 4. Safety in construction and erection of steel structures. Regulation 5. Safety in firefighting. Regulation 6. Work sanitation and healthcare. Regulation 1. Personal protective equipment. Using personal protective equipment is compulsory when working at Cjsc construction sites. Safety helmet. Helmets must have Cjsc logo and must be strapped when in use. Helmets used at Cjsc construction site include site engineer helmet, safety engineer helmet, worker helmet, and team leader helmet. Uniform. Safety clothing and uniform is equipped for every position. Safety shoes. Workers and site engineers have to wear safety shoes on construction sites at all times. Other safety equipment. Gloves to be worn when lifting, welding, or cutting. Safety harnesses are to be worn when working off the ground. Safety harnesses must be standardized and tested before use. Regulation 2. Signboard system. Signboards are installed at locations where hazards are evident. When working on Cjsc construction sites, employees have to remember the signboard system as follows. Forbidden boards are in red color, warning boards yellow, guide indicator boards blue, emergency warning boards green, and many others such as rules and posters. Regulation 3. Safety in using electricity. Electricity is used in most construction work and for lighting at construction sites. In order to prevent accidents related to electricity, employees are asked to comply with the following provisions. Handy electrical equipment, electrical cabinets and sockets must be checked and stamped before use. Conductor must meet Cjsc standards and always be hung at 2 meters off the ground. Only electrical technicians are allowed to install, repair, and connect electricity. Power must be cut during repair and connection. Regulation 4. Safety in building and erecting steel structure. Building and erecting steel structure constitute a large proportion in construction. These works often contain many risks. To ensure safety, the following rules must be followed. Preventing falls from high positions. Examine health status for workers before working in high positions. Assemble steel lifeline on safety beam or handrail. Clamp safety belt into lifeline or scaffolding. Use scaffolding or lift while going up and down. Prevent objects from falling down. Check capacity of equipment and lifting instruments. Areas where cranes are in use should be isolated and installed with warning boards. Install safety nets in locations where works are undertaken in high positions. Equip workers with specialized bags for tools and instruments when erecting steel structure. Prevent collapses. Steel structures should be braced after erection. Scaffolds with 3 floors or higher should be reinforced and anchored firmly into the project. Excavations over 1.5 meter deep should be reinforced to prevent walls from falling down. Materials stored at the project should be arranged solidly and not higher than 2 meters. Safety in using equipment. Equipment and machines for construction should be checked and stamped before use. Operators must be capable and licensed by the site manager. Navigators are required for machines during operation. Barriers and warning boards must be installed at the sites where machines are operating. Regulation 5. Safety in firefighting. On our construction site, firefighting is paid special attention and kept track carefully. In order to prevent incidents, we need to comply strictly with the following rules. Workers must be trained in firefighting before working. All necessary personal protective equipment must be worn at all times. Welding and cutting must be done 5 meters away from the area having high risk of fire and explosion. Firefighting instruments must be available and placed at visible and approachable locations. Smoking is allowed only in designated areas. Unplanned electricity connection and usage are forbidden. Turn off all electrical equipment when not in use. Regulation 6. Labor sanitation and healthcare. Labor sanitation. When working at Cjsc, you shall have the responsibilities for participating and maintaining environment sanitation at the sites. Working areas, warehouses should be arranged neatly so as not to obstruct the walkway. Site sanitation and cleaning is organized once a week. Install boundary net or spray water in the site which has high dust density. Trucks going in and out of the construction sites must be covered by canvas and washed off. Healthcare. Employees' health is an important factor contributing to the Cjsc target of safety, quality, and progress. Therefore, healthcare at site is of great importance to Cjsc. Employees' health is checked before work. First aid kits, medicine, and dressings must be available at sites. Accommodation with warranty sanitation are provided to all employees. The 6 above-mentioned regulations are fundamental for safety when working on Cjsc construction sites to ensure the goal, say no to accidents. Have an effective and safe working day with Cjsc.